Hi guys, welcome to our Easy Monday Psychedelic sketching, and today we will talk about general things, basics of watercolor and limited palette, and maybe also how to apply this color wheel. So we start with the general question, how to start with watercolor. So if you have your watercolor box, hi everybody, first thing that you have to do is to do swatches. So I have set up my watercolor palette by my own, so it's not what it's my own creation, and that's why I swatched it, and to have an overview about what can I do using this limited palette, and how it comes. I can explain you about my watercolor choice, why these color are there where they are. The idea of my watercolor limited palette box with 12 naps was to try to use only these on cotton paper, because I sketch all. I prefer to sketch in this not watercolor paper. It's cellulose, and it's make me so fun. It makes so fun to sketch on not watercolor paper. For example, it's using color pencils. The thing is to try to work to paint on cotton paper. For example, it's sketchbook, handmade sketchbook of pure cotton paper, 100%, and it needs another approach, because I can't bring it and use my ink line on watercolor paper, on cotton paper. It's not a sketch, it's painting, and it's the difference, because it's another approach, and it's another feeling to sketch or to paint. So this, it makes difference, because okay, it's looks like sketch, but it looks like painting, and it's very nice to have a palette where you are recognizable as an artist. So if you use the same colors everywhere, okay, not everywhere, but it's your palette, and I think it's also funny to have your own, let's say, sign. And the second thing using a limited palette is to know your colors and paints, and to create things that looks like it's great harmony, and not like a puzzle that not suits to each other. If you have a limited palette, there is a harmony in your painting. If you mix your pure pigment to create shades, or to get these things, because look, it's blue, but we have a little bit of rose here, and it's makes one piece as the whole, because if you add here some different or new colors, it makes it breaks your painting down, and not create the whole thing. So the other thing, I have a swatch made 5 years ago. It was a watercolor box of a Winsor & Newton cotton series. It's not professional. And what did I make? I mix every color with every color. So I started by white, and adding white colors to these original colors makes me able to create these pastel things, and to add yellow to everything creates this greenish palette. And this is yellow, lemon yellow, and this is cadmium yellow, and the hues of colors are more intensively. So if you want to have bright green, don't take lemon. Don't add lemon to this emerald green, but take cadmium yellow to create more bright colors. This is the idea of why do you need this exercise, because if you understand what you can get from your limited palette, only using 12 colors, you will be able, you don't need to have 150 tubes or 150 naps. You are able to create a row, bright row of everything you want to. No, it's a lot of possibilities to get everything that you need, only using your limited palette. So make this exercise and learn about your colors, and get everything from it. So why is it important? Okay, now coming back to my limited palette. What colors do I have here? We have this color wheel, and how can we use it for our purposes? There are 3 basic colors, red, blue, and yellow. These 3 main colors you are not able to get mixing other colors, so it's unique colors that you need to have in your palette. And if you have these 3 basic colors, you can mix almost everything. So, and the thing is, you can take cold shade, or you can take warm shade. So and it allows you to to decide what to pick. Will come up with your own palette and your own I don't know how to say it. So I decided to take these 2 reds, and they are cold. It's not very warm, because warm it's cadmium red, and I took 2 cold shades. My yellows, I took this bright yellow, and it's in between, and this yellow ochre, it's also, in my opinion, yellow, but it's very warm. The next color is orange, but it's transparent, and I added also here. Burnt sienna, I like burnt sienna very much, and in combination with ultramarine, it gives a very nice gray. But in this set I don't have any ultramarine. I excluded and will try to go for my blues only with cobalt blue, and it would works very well for mixing with red and to create amazing and fantastic violet. So next it's my green phthalo green, emerald, and it would give also a very nice color combination using almost every color. In order to get the dark color, I can mix it with alizarin crimson, or I have already it's like natural tint. It's Rosa Gallery. It's a Ukrainian watercolor brand, and yes. So I have also cobalt turquoise light. There are two possibilities. It's blue pigment 28. There is also pigment but green PG 50, but I think the outcome is the same. It's not very critical. So if we come back to our color wheel, we can see that we have some colors, complementary colors, because if you take our red and take this line, we have the opposite color of it, it's green. Why do we need this information? So the best combination is the nature shows us always the best combination. It's very beautiful combination, red and green, and there is available at the flowers. For example, rose. The rose is red on top and has green leaves. So it's the best combination, but maybe in some cases we have such bright red and we don't have this bright red, and we need to make it more looks like a harmonical. So we have to add a little bit of green, and we have very nice red. And in the opposite case, if we have let's say green leaves on the trees, and if we add a little bit of red, it will be looks more harmonical. The same thing is using the second main color, yellow, and the opposite of it is violet. It's very nice combination. We can add some violet to yellow, and it would be let's say a very nice shadow for yellow building. How can we create the shadows? It's another topic. For example, our main object is a yellow house. What can we do? We can take already this ready dark pigment and add to it, and it would be not very harmonical, because these are two different colors. But if we add some, let's say, yellow in it, and it would be already more relative, because we have the main color in our mix, and it will be nicer. And using or applying this logic to everywhere, if we have anyway one central one main color and one object, and we can make it more interesting and adding other colors. Let me show you what I mean. So let's start like children. I will show you what I mean. So let's do a house. like, so I so this house is very flat, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so my house, I don't want to go with house. I want to go with simple things and show you what I mean. So let's start, and I will show you what I mean. So I add water at the beginning here, and my watercolors are smooth. So we could let it like here. It's everything is red and with the same intensity, and yeah, it's our red subject. But to say honest, it's not very interesting. Okay, it's everything. It's like a wall. It's like painting a wall in your apartment. It's stable, homogeneous, and it's not very interesting. Yes. What can we do? We can play already with this color and adding a little bit of water. We can make this different. We can create white areas. We can let pigment out. We can say, okay, in the middle it's with less pigment, but here adding on specific areas we can create even a pattern, and it looks better or on different way as this thing without any air. I don't like these things. Okay, maybe say, okay, it's already done. What can we do? We can even make sparkles with water, and it adds we will look at this 1 minute later, and it will add some effects, and it will be better. Okay, coming back to the next area. What can we do again? So we have already here our red, I don't know, it's Van Gogh, it's this Van Gogh, don't know what is it, this number is it. So we can add, applying our watercolor wheels logic. If we have red, we can add green. In my case, I have this green, but it's very intensively green. So I don't want to have it very intensively, so I mix it very gentle. So, and maybe here have this and take here pure pigment, and it allows us to have these interesting colors. It's create homogeneous, because if we add, okay, I spoiled it, but so even like this, it's without any air, but it doesn't look very strange, because the colors are not very different. So we can also use this thing and let them mix on a paper, and it will be still okay to have this thing. It looks familiar together, because it's made from two pigments, and they are opposite or complementary, so it's okay to have this. And if we want to make a darker area here, we have already a little bit of green here, but we could add one pigment that it's darker by definition, but I would suggest you to go with these two pigments and to get it maybe darker. It's too dark, okay, so it's a learning process. So how to mix your colors, how to do it, and if you add this as shadow, it would be natural shadow and not very different shadow, and it looks like it looks better than if I add this color. In fact, it looks very similar to this, but this is better because, okay, you are not able to see it, but I'm able to see here greenish in this mix. So this is the idea of how to apply your limited palette, how to work with the color wheel. And here I hope you can see it's very nice color mixing, and it's similar to granulating, and it's very interesting anyhow. So it was everything that I wanted to show you, how or talk about it. I would say we continue with our sketching, and I don't have any subject. So from the last week we made this Walkman. It's an old school Walkman. But now I don't have I didn't announce any subject, so I don't know what to sketch. Maybe just go again with this thing that we already have, and to sketch this watercolor palette. For this I will use again my Lamy with watercolor with waterproofed ink, and to sketch it. So you could see, okay, it's a very simple object, yeah. The thing is, we could make something and divide it by 3, and to go very analytically ahead, but maybe it's okay to apply this approach to to buildings, let's say. But not to sketches like this. So what is important for me, okay, to understand that this thing is not a square, but it's a rectangle, and let's go forward. So I will sketch it in very simple thing. So I will show, okay, this corner is not round, but we will make it round. I will show this silicone thing. I will show the depth of it, and the depth of these lines. So let me do it like this and to go like this, and you can see how I carry my, or how I, it's not like, but it's very easy. It's very easy, and I don't care if this line is not straight line. It's better for me to not have this line straight, because this straight line, it's very annoying, let's say. So we could do it like this and like this, and to have also like this. So a very easy approach, and I like to sketch simply things, because you don't have to invest a lot of your time to do it, but it's very funny. So what can we do? Here we have also this on our palette. We could do it on spot, let's say. So, and add this, and also add green, and mix it on our palette. And it's not rocket science. So, and for today I want to take all these lavender. I like this color, and I will do it here for outside. Our subject is white, but you are allowed to play around with your subject to create things that you like. And I like lavender very much. And let's say we need also shadow. I will apply shadow here here, and to not let these edges hard, I will add water in it. And we need also here these edges logic. So, and I let this flow, and it looks like a very funny thing, and not something monumental that you are okay, I have to put 3 hours on it. And I think it's better to don't put hours on anything. So, and we let our palette down, and we need a shadow. So using our approach, I will create this color. It's like blue for me, so I need to add orange, but I will add this orange, and I hope it goes something something useful for us. If not, we will add, I don't know, I don't like this color, so I add nitrile. Ooh, it's very dark, okay, but to understand how it works, we have to experiment and to mix. Okay, it looks better. Maybe adding this orange to, and how it looks. Nah, I don't like it, so we will go with this approach. And it's okay to experiment, and okay, it's not enough, but here it's enough. How do you? Okay, and I don't want to let these edges looking like this, and I add water and let it flow. And I like this flow very much. If watercolor flows, it's the best thing for me. So we have finished, and if you don't have any questions, I will say we are done for today. Thank you for joining me, and see you next Monday. Thank you very much, and bye.